No way. The cat. The cat. The cat.
Baby.
Oh, he's so beautiful. All right. Welcome back to Chit Chats, everybody. My name is Antonio.
Why am I here again?
My name is
Oh
Quinton.
yeah, my name's Brennen.
I was worried you weren't even gonna say a fake name.
Yeah.
Are you?
My name is King Arthur.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All
Cool.
right. Okay. My name is Quinton.
Yeah.
And my name is Skylar. Let's have a chit chat.
Yeah. Okay. We
Yeah.
did it. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I forgot about Brennan's insistence on
Not
just
saying my name.
botching the intro. It's fine. That's how we start them off, though. You know what I mean? Like, but Skylar was not prepared. But I apologize.
Yeah, my bad.
But you adjusted. You adjusted. That's what it's all about. But yeah, welcome back to another episode of Chit Chats. We got some pretty common guests around here. We got Brennen and Quinton. Good to have you guys back. Thank you for being here. We also, for the first time in Chit Chat's history, Mr. Skylar Tuhy, you are here. Welcome. Thank you so
Welcome
much
to the
for
madness.
being here. Skylar, and all three of you guys in general, you probably know this about me, but I'm not like the biggest anime watcher. I the extent of my anime sort of like history is basically just Pokemon, if you can even really like call that anime enough to count. But the fact of the matter is that you guys all know a lot more about anime, and you've watched a lot more anime than me. And I thought it'd be fun if we made a little bit of an anime tier list. I have selected a handful of the most popular animes that you guys have helped me curate a little bit, and we're gonna go through and we're gonna rank them. You guys are gonna rank them. I'm just gonna be here to
Let's fucking go.
guide.
No, this is not going to be us ranking them. This is going to be me having any opinion saying I like something and Quinton fucking killing me.
So really quick, before we get into that, because that is probably what this is going to be, what is your guys' like experience with anime? Like, when did you start watching? Like, what, maybe don't say your favorite one, because we can kind of get into that in the actual list. But like, what is your history with anime? Brennen, you start.
So, of course, in the good old days, I watched a lot of the Pokemon anime, and I watched a lot of like Yu-Gi-Oh and like Bakugan back in the day.
Yeah.
But like at that time, I didn't even really know what those were, whereas they were classified as an anime.
Right. Okay.
So,
but that was like your gateway, right?
Yeah. But then, like, the thing that really got me into anime was I started watching an anime on YouTube. And this was, like, the old days where they had, like, episode 1, part 1. And it was, like, shrunken on the screen with the border around it to avoid copyright.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched, like, up to episode 120 of that anime. With, like,
in that format?
In, like, 4 parts and in that weird format. Just because it was the only place I could find to watch it.
That's impressive. That's impressive. Quinton, what is your experience with anime? Or maybe go ahead.
Okay. Very similar to Brennan's, actually. When I was a wee youngin', I started watching Pokemon, Beyblade, Naruto, Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was my favorite, and those were all animes that I wasn't even aware that they were animes at the time. I was just like, oh, these are cartoons. They play them on Nicktoons or on Cartoon Network. And I was like, these are badass cartoons. These are cool. I would be like 6 and try to pretend to shoot Kamehamehas and shit. And then, funny enough, in like early 5th grade to like middle school, I actually thought anime was like cringe. I thought anime was like for losers and stuff. And then people were like, Naruto and Dragon Ball and Beyblade and all that shit is anime, right? And I was like, oh, fuck. So I just got called out on it for being a hypocrite. And I was like, well, maybe I should try giving it a try. And my first anime, which I might rank relatively low on the tier list, even though I thought it was really cool back then, was Attack on Titan. That was my very first anime that I knew it was an anime. Was Attack on Titan. And then ever since then, you know, I've just been watching anime since then.
Yeah. Well, Brennen is he's tapping out.
Yeah.
Just keep talking. My camera turned off for some reason.
Oh, okay. I thought you were so upset by Quinton insulting Attack on Titan. Well, Skylar, what to round us out here? Like, what's your experience with anime?
So I actually my start with anime was kind of cringe. Like I used to watch like the 240 like p like parts of episodes. Like my first ever true like true anime was High School of the Dead. I do not that show. Not good. It is not anything.
What? It is a great anime.
It's actually like so good. But and then in 8th grade, I watched. I thought Sword Art Online was so good in 8th grade.
I did. I did too. Okay. Well, we'll get into that.
Thought Sword Art Online was cool.
We'll get into that when we get to Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
And then also I was like really edgy, so I like Tokyo Ghoul. I was like huge fan of that. But
gotcha. Okay.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Okay.
Turn the fuck
well,
on.
I'm interested to see.
There we go.
Brennen, you good?
Yeah, my camera kept it was like rejecting my button click to turn camera on.
Weird. I feel like that happened in a different episode. I don't know. But I'm interested to see where you guys all what you guys all think about these.
No, I know how this is gonna fucking go, and I'm not excited.
Well, I'm interested because I honestly do not know how this is going to go. I mean, I kind of have maybe like a general idea, but I'm still pretty intrigued. So
I know for 100% that there is actually going to be some things that I'm sure me and Quinton will agree on. And then I know that anything else, Quinton's just gonna absolutely fucking murder my family.
So I'm a very polarizing person. I don't really have likes. I either have loves or hates. So I already think something's way up here, or I think something's way down here.
Right. Okay.
So I'm ready to see what happens.
Well, we are gonna probably have to find some compromises here, but we'll get there when we get there. I have shared my screen so you guys can see the tier list that we're going to be making. Starting off, we have... Oh, gosh, what is this one? I'm trying to pull up
Silent voice.
A silent voice, yes.
Yep.
Skylar, you muted yourself somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Chester's going crazy.
He is a bird.
Wait, what?
His
bird
is going buzz
is
nuts.
going crazy.
Okay. I see. All right. Shout out
might not
to...
be good audio.
Shout out to... Oh, God. What is his bird's name? Wait.
Chester?
Wait. What is it?
Chester.
That's right. Yeah, Chester. Dude, Chester. Skylar's got a little zoo over there with his, between his cat and his bird. But they're welcome to give their opinions on these animes too, just so you know.
No, we don't need any more fucking opinions. We have.
Okay, well, let's get into the first round of opinions. What do we think of A Silent Voice?
Great. Silent Voice is a very great movie anime. I think.
It's a movie.
It's definitely. Yeah, it's a movie.
Okay.
But I mean, still technically anime. But,
right. Yeah.
It's great for people who you do gotta have a more emotional kind of if you're not really into emotional things or media, maybe it's not meant for you. But if you are, this is easily, in my opinion, an S tier anime. It's like my favorite movie.
So we've confirmed that you've seen it, Quinton. I'm curious if Brennen and Skylar, have you guys seen it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have seen it.
Okay, would you guys agree with that general opinion?
This is one that I will absolutely agree with Quinton on.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, this is easily S tier. It's so good.
This was an amazing movie.
Yeah, starting off strong then. All right, cool.
My only, it's so good throughout the entire movie. I think the only thing that I had a gripe about was the ending, because I mean, spoiler. just something that I wanted to happen didn't happen. Like it just wasn't the romance wasn't realized, and that's my only caveat.
I'm kind of on the fence. I want to ask you like generally to give like a brief plot synopsis of each one, but keep it brief because I don't want to linger on any one of these specifically. But yeah, like what is the general sort of like plot of this one?
Who wants
So,
to give the plot? Okay.
I was gonna give it, but okay. Well,
No,
maybe we'll
for
take
it.
turns.
Yeah,
Okay,
we can.
okay.
Yeah, you guys can take turns.
This movie, basically, one of the main protagonists,
Is
the male
depressing.
lead. Yeah, the male lead of this movie. It starts off with him being very depressed and being very like, "Oh, my life sucks. I was such a horrible person," and that's because back in the past, when he was an elementary student, he bullied this deaf girl, and eventually everyone thought it was funny until he finally got the karma of it, of like the teachers reported him for doing it, and then everyone like sort of targeted him for bullying, even though it was sort of everyone that did it. But then eventually he started blaming himself for the entirety of it, and a few years later he meets the girl.
It pushed all his friends away too.
Okay.
So he became completely alone.
Yeah, a few years later he meets the girl, and then it picks up from there about like how he interacts with the girl. Eventually, like he tries to like make up for what he did, and that's basically the synopsis of the movie.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right.
Very good movie.
So all right. So we got the easy S tier on that one. Next we got Akame da Kill or Got Kill. What's the plot of this one?
I want Quinton to go first on all of these, so I know how hard.
I don't necessarily know if we have to recap the plot. You know what? We don't have to recap the plot on each one because I don't want that to break up the pace that much. But
no, I agree. But Silent Voice it needed a.
That's fair. That's fair. Because I can also do my own research on like what the general plot is. But
sure. I mean, I think a recap might be nice, but it's up to everyone to hear.
Yeah, I just realized like normally with these tier lists we don't typically do the plot recap because usually everyone is generally aware of what the plot is. I'm pretty much the only one that doesn't know. So, yeah, I don't know.
I think it's also nice to give a recap because it kind of helps at least myself, recollect my thoughts about the show. But
that's fair. That's fair. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I guess first off, have you guys all seen this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I have not. I've heard good things.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh okay. So oh shit. Fuck.
Okay. Well then, in that case, yeah. If you guys want to give a little synopsis,
sure,
on this one.
Do I go, Brennan, or do you want to?
Yeah, you picked this one because I watched it so long ago. I don't know if I can.
Okay. Yeah. No. This one's a little tricky about me too. This is a very messed up anime. Without trying to get too many into spoilers, there's a lot of gore. There's a lot of like, both like just fucked up stuff. Like you fall in love with the character and then just boom, stuff goes on. So basically the premise is that there's this very corrupt kingdom that the main character didn't believe or didn't know was corrupt, and he actually wanted to join the kingdom's like knights or whatever, until he realized that it was corrupt, and eventually he joined this rebellion team to fight the corrupt kingdom. And the sort of like supernatural element of this anime is that they have like artifacts that they can wear that give them like superpowers and stuff. And there's a lot of like just fucked up stuff, but it's a very good anime. Very good.
Okay.
For me, I'd give this one an A.
Okay.
I'd give this one an A. A very solid A. It made me cry.
Damn.
I'm happy because so far so good, because this is another one I will 100% agree with Quinton on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a very good anime. He is very right. It is very gory. It is very sad.
Yeah.
But overall, it was really good. I was obsessed with this anime for a long time because I'm like, to avoid spoilers, but like Quinton, the main character's power when he gets it, I was obsessed with the idea of that fucking power for so long. So
it's cool. It's cool.
Yes, I would absolutely agree that this is a good anime and belongs in A.
You know, if anything, best case scenario, this whole Chit Chats will encourage me to go out and watch some of these, or maybe even all of them. Who
So if
knows?
we even beat Breath of the Wild, you're not gonna watch shit.
Hey, get back into the list. Next we got Assassination Classroom.
Assassination Classroom.
The anime with the lemon guy, as I call it.
Yeah.
Have we all seen Assassination Classroom? Oh, excluding Antonio.
Yes.
Skylar, you haven't seen this one
haven't
either?
seen it?
No, I've heard it's good. I've heard it's really good. In fact, this tier list might be good for me too. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, fair. No, that's fair. And when we do get to one that Skylar that you've seen, I want you to be able to speak about it. But which we might get into one of them.
There will be at least one.
At least one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so Quinton, Brennan, you guys have both seen it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go first this time, Quinton, and I'll do the quick recap.
All right.
This one's a lot easier to recap because it's pretty straightforward. Pretty much an alien comes to Earth, and he's like, "Hey, yo, unless you guys can somehow kill me, I'm gonna blow up your planet."
Damn, okay.
And so the alien becomes a teacher, and the class, he's teaching the class like normal, but this class has to kill him before the time is up and he destroys the planet. So it's about the class, while still attending like normal school, having a teacher as their alien and having to try to kill him multiple times. But since he's an alien, he like either avoids it or does some funny shit.
Okay, gotcha. Damn. And so that's because whenever I would see like like promotional images for this anime, and I would like, that guy has a lemon head, but this is he's an alien. That's okay.
Yeah. It's like an alien octopus.
I apologize. I'm gonna have a lot of very like normie thoughts about some of these, I think, or like maybe I don't know, but bear with me here. So what is the general consensus on this one?
I actually quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed the ending.
Yeah, ending was good.
There was parts for me in this show that wasn't like boring, but it was like, okay.
Yeah, overall, I had some slogs with it.
Yeah, but overall, it was a great show. The teacher. Oh my god, what's his name? I just spaced. I can't remember his name.
Don't know.
But the teacher character is fucking hilarious. And overall, I'd probably say it's another A tier.
Okay.
I'd give it a B. I'd give it a B. I think it's good, but I do think that it was. I don't know. A lot. Maybe it's because there are so many students that they had to take care of. It didn't seem like they gave too many characters the attention to detail that I wanted them to give.
That's a good point, actually.
Okay. So in that case,
I'd give it a B.
Okay. Well, given that,
give it to Quinton. I think probably for me the only reason I really gave it an A was because how much I love the ending.
okay,
very good ending.
Yeah, but I think honestly I'll agree more with Quinton and I'll give it like a very very, very high B, but still a B.
Okay.
I'm so excited for this next one.
Oh gosh. Yeah, this is one that I've heard about. So yeah, Attack on Titan. This is probably one of the most like well-known animes. I feel like. I mean, like I've definitely heard a general consensus about this one before. Well, I mean, like it varies depending on the person, but yeah. But you guys have all seen it.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Skylar, why don't you recap this one?
So I haven't seen all of season 4 yet. I'm still watching it, but basically, season 1, a colossal titan appears and knocks a hole into this wall, the civilization that the main characters live in, and then all of a sudden, like titans start these enemies called titans start coming in, which are gigantic humanoids who just like eat people, which it's very very gory. It's just very gory. And that's and just to give off season 1. Like I don't know if you guys want to talk about any of the later seasons, but
Well, I mean, we can talk about it, but let's not give too much spoilers.
Okay. So is this
I think that-
anime? This anime is still running, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're on
Okay.
final
Breathing.
season part 3.
3.
Shit. Okay.
Just a little bit for more for the synopsis. Basically, they have like a special unit to fight these titans, where they have to target specifically the nape of their neck because that is their only weakness. Otherwise, they have like very high regeneration properties. Yeah, and they also there's a lot of study in the anatomy of these titans, and one key feature is that although they eat people, there is no evidence that they actually benefit from eating people. Like they don't need to eat people. They don't.
They just
like
do it just
like
'cause.
all the human they eat, it just complete like everything goes to waste. Like they don't use it for energy.
Damn.
It's
Okay.
completely pointless. Yeah.
All right.
So like people think maybe it's like for like malice or they're doing it for fun. Who knows?
Okay. So
I know what I'm rating this, but let's hear the other two.
yeah, Brennen, what are your thoughts?
I don't know if I want to give any. I'm gonna get my heart.
Go ahead. No, please. We take all opinions
This is
into
a
account
safe
here.
space. This is a
safe space.
Oh fucking
no
shit!
judgment.
Oh fucking shit, Quinton! I've had conversations with you before.
Right now, this is a judgment-free zone.
So
While the cameras are rolling, it's a judgment-free zone.
Attack on Titan. When I first watched it, I loved the fuck out of Attack on Titan. It was like one of the most big name animes. You know, everyone knew how gory it was and shit like that. And so Quinton's already done with me. He's
he's got company, but continue.
So I loved Attack on Titan, and when the story was simpler, it was like amazing. Like it was to me, it was such a top tier. And then from then, I think it's still a good story, but it's had its ups and downs, and it's had the anime especially has had a lot of problems due to some events and studio changes and different things. So, is it a good anime? Yes. Is it a top tier anime? I feel like at this point it's just become such a meme and such a like, like such a thing. Like everyone knows about like the Attack on Titan now and shit.
Yeah.
That, like, I would say used to be. Fucking
the cat. Anyway, yeah.
I would say used to be a B, but probably now it's pretty mid at like a C.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Skylar, what do you think? Quinton, I want to save your thoughts for last.
I understand why.
Okay.
Very obvious that it's fucking feelings for Attack on Titan.
I do want to say that like I do love the threat that the Titans pose. Like I think it's a pretty unique threat compared to any other anime, and it's actually like very like there are moments in the anime where it's really really tense, and I like that. Like it's so and a lot of characters that do get like fleshed out actually do die, so there is some semblance of no plot armor except for like main character of course, but main 3. But yeah, that's
which is good.
I don't know. Like I feel like it's like low B, high C, but it's. I mean that's because it's in recent memory. I'm still watching season 4. Hey, who knows? Maybe season 4 will tank it for me, but I don't know.
Sure. Okay. All right. Well, Quinton.
I almost feel like you guys are rating it lower than you would if I wasn't here. Like, I feel like you could be solid A's if I was here.
I mean, yeah. For all of you guys, do not feel obligated to rate it differently because we're in a group. You know, I want you guys to give your raw opinions, but I guess when you look at things more critically, you might be harsher.
Belongs in S tier.
All right. Well. I hate Attack on Titan. I hate the show. Hate it so much. I think it's like D tier, if not like low D, if not high F. Like it is Garbage. All right, I watched all of it. I know exactly everything that happens.
Wait.
I think.
Why is D below F?
Yeah.
I don't
what's going
know.
on there.
That's weird. Hold on, let me fix that. Sorry about that. All right, we're good. All right, continue.
Okay. Maybe that's a little harsh. Honestly, I would be fine with giving it a C because I have respect for the show. Its popularity is for a reason, and not to say anything, but its
I don't-
demographic,
I don't give a
90%
fuck
of its
what- I don't give
demographic
a
is
fuck
like.
what either one of you think, but Attack on Titan's music is S tier.
Yes,
That is true. That is true.
Okay. Well, so Quinton, what brings it down so low for you?
Okay, so the first season I actually enjoyed, and I think that the premise and the the direction that they were going would have been really good, but the direction they ended up going, I just think they played too much into I killed this character, which makes the story good. I killed this character, which makes the plot good. I think it made it where really tried to make it where this main character is traumatized and edgy, and he's like, oh, I just want to let the world, express my feelings out to the world. If I get these people out of there, can I be free and stuff? And I just thought it would be a lot cooler if they made it where this Titan threat was a lot more interesting, a lot more world ending. But in my opinion, it seemed like they made this, without trying to spoil it too much, it made it seem like they made the Titan thing almost like a petty issue between two people, or a group of people against another group of people, and they're being petty about it, and that's why the Titans exist. And I just thought it was really lame.
Oh
really
yeah,
lame.
Quinton.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good point.
All right.
I didn't even figure that, honestly, but
It's lame because the direction they could have went, they could have made oh, these Titans are aliens, or they're a failed experiment. I don't know. They could have done a lot. The direction could have been a lot better than what it is, in my opinion.
Okay, so you're kind of looking at it like the missed potential aspect of it.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Also, the characters, oh, dude, they're so I'm so, I'm edgy. Eren Yeager.
I think that's cool. I think that's awesome. I actually don't. I don't know. I'd have to watch it for myself. But so from the looks of it, I'd say C tier is probably the general area.
This feels so weird because I feel like it should be everyone would rate it A.
Well, maybe if we were talking to Donovan and Cody.
Yeah, they would rate it F.
They would probably rate it higher.
My heart wants to say A, but looking at it logistically, especially after what Quinton said, I feel like it is just a C. It's a C. It's pretty. It's not bad, but it's also definitely not the best.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes, yeah, I guess when you look at things really critically, even if they kind of have a special place in your heart, they it can be a little bit more. I don't want to say nostalgia goggles, but the general warm fuzzy knit feeling can kind of go away, I guess. I don't know, but either way, we'll put it in C. Next we got Black Clover. This is one I've never heard of.
I'm gonna start here for just a second, because all I'm gonna say, I have not watched Black Clover. All I know is the music is fire. So
music is good. Wait, am I the only one that's watched Black Clover?
Yeah, that's.
Uh-oh.
All right, well, then this should be a pretty easy ranking then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love Black Clover. Very good story. Synopsis is basically the setting is a very medieval world with magic in it. These magic people are wizards, and they're there's some bad wizards, some good wizards, and there's this special knight people that are made of a bunch of different guilds. For instance, the main guild, or the guild that's focused on the most, since the main character is in it, is the Black Bulls. And basically the main character, without trying to spoil it too much, he doesn't have magic, which is very rare in this world where everyone has magic. Everyone has a grimoire, so they can cast their spells better and stuff like that. It's really cool. And he doesn't have magic, and yet he still gets accepted into the Black Bulls. So it's a very interesting dynamic of how he is still able to be a knight when he doesn't have magic. first of all, the characters, as far as my rating, characters are amazing. They're so like they all have their own like side stories. They all have their own like plot and like different like elements. Like some characters are like of a race that hasn't been talked about enough as far as I've watched it, but it's really interesting. They have different arcs that are really good. Openings are really good. My only gripe is that it's a little cliche. The main character kind of is this like has a lot of plot armor, and that's kind of cliche. And the art style is kind of bad, or the animation quality is kind of bad, but that's okay because it's still a really good anime, in my opinion. So I'd give this a low A. I'd give it a solid
A, okay.
low.
All right.
I heard a low B. And I'm like,
A low
what?
B.
Yeah, low.
Yeah, just a reminder that there is rankings within tiers as well. So yeah, we can put things above and below, but all right. Well, moving on, we got Bleach, another classic anime. I've definitely heard certain things about this one. I'm assuming we've all seen this one. Well, besides me.
I know what happens. I have not seen the anime.
You've not seen
I read
it?
the manga.
Okay.
You can shut your fucking mouth. No.
Okay. Wait, Skylar, have you seen it?
I've tried to watch it. I just never personally got into it. So like,
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So then Brennen. Brennen, I feel like you kind of can take the reins on this one.
I have a quick question, Skylar. How much did you watch of it?
I watched like 10 episodes.
God damn it. The first arc is literally the worst one.
Well,
really? Like, I don't know. Like,
I always tell people whenever I recommend Bleach, I'm like, heads up, the beginning's boring, but once you get into the second arc, it's really good.
I swear it gets good, guys. I swear. No,
I swear it gets good.
But so what? How would you rate it? Or like, what? Give me a little plot synopsis.
Okay, so in the world of Bleach, the main character, he can see the dead. So when someone dies, he can see their ghost if they're still lingering around and stuff like that. Well, one day he is in his room, and then this girl in a black robe with a sword appears, and she's a spirit too, like a ghost. So he can see her, but she doesn't know that, and so she's taken by surprise when he confronts her. And then a giant monster attacks, which is a evil spirit called a Hollow. Okay. And while fighting, the monster almost attacks the main character's sister, and the girl with the sword gets hurt, and she transfers her powers to the main character to kill the monster and save his family. And so the rest of the show is about him now being one of these spirits called Soul Reapers that fight the evil spirits. Okay. Yeah. So where does the name Bleach come in? There's no. Okay, there's no type. I was just curious. All right, that's fine. There doesn't have to be a connection. I was just curious if there was. So where would you rate this one? I don't want it. What do you mean you don't want it? You literally, no one's gonna be fighting you here. I don't think. I mean, I would. Well, but you just said you haven't seen it. I know what happened. But how can you? But you can't rate it. You can't fairly rate it without seeing it. I know what happens in Black Clover, and I didn't say shit. All right. Go ahead. By the way, for some odd reason, apparently Bleach is called that due to its association with the color white. Okay. Sure. Okay. For some reason, I don't know. All right. So I love Bleach. Bleach was the anime that was my first anime that like got me into this. That was the anime that I watched 120 episodes on all right. YouTube and 6-part episodes and shit like that. Yeah. So I mean, I literally have that's the main character's sword right there. That's the one that's been above my wall this whole time. I have a poster here, another poster here. Right. So I love Bleach, and I'm very happy right now because like the last season is being animated, and the animation quality is god tier. Okay. Nice. So I'm very excited. So I'm really happy it's back. It is. Do I think it is an absolute perfect anime? Absolutely not. All the all the
I thought you were
filler
gonna be
episodes-
like, absolutely S tier.
no, all the filler episodes except for like one filler, which was a really cool filler that even the creator himself was like, "This is amazing." All the fillers are pretty boring and pretty like not needing to happen, other than like filling some small holes that like maybe didn't get 100% answered in like the story.
hmm
So I would still give it a high A. That's where I would put it.
Okay. Are we
Quinton,
thinking?
stop fake nodding over there.
No. See, here's the thing: is I actually agree. I could not get into Bleach, but I do think that they do a very good job making the antagonist very scary and the characters really interesting. I think Aizen is a very intimidating antagonist. I do mad respect for Bleach, just not a fan of it.
Okay.
Quinton, I
Fair
have
enough.
100% agree with that answer. I love you, buddy.
See, that was wholesome. That was wholesome. So, where would we put this in relation? Because you said high A. I'm not like I feel like putting it all the way at the top is like that's saying a lot, but I'm not saying that's wrong.
I think given the selection, I can't really say much. I definitely think it's better than Black Clover if you're really into Bleach. I don't know if that's better than Akame ga Kill.
You see, I like it more than Akame ga Kill,
Yeah,
but that's just because I like it more.
Uh.
Let's leave it like that. Honestly, I'll say it's on the same tier. So let's just pretend like they're together, like same spot.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, yeah, like it's not hard, like this is definitely better. It's just like, generally speaking, the ones at the top of A are more so better than the ones at the bottom. So
Yes.
All right, moving on to Chainsaw Man.
We need to go a little faster. It's already 11:25.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, Chainsaw Man. We don't necessarily.
Have we all seen it?
Yes.
I believe we've all seen it.
I've seen most of the season, but read more of it.
I'm gonna give you guys a challenge. I want every plot synopsis that you give me from here on out has to be 1 sentence long.
Okay.
For the sake of time.
Okay.
So that means it's a challenge for you that you have to try to summarize it. Even if it's like not very coherent.
I have a summary. I have a
summary.
No.
I have a good one.
Okay, go.
Okay.
You want me to go? Okay.
Yeah.
Man turned devil goes into a devil hunting company so he can touch boobs.
I was really hoping you would give me like sort of like a caveman-esque like delivery.
That's literally, yeah.
That's not wrong though.
It's completely right.
Mine was literally enrolled full of devils. Man becomes a devil and joins devil hunting company to touch boobs. That's literally like what mine would have been.
Awesome. Okay. Oh God.
That's the plot.
All right. Well, I think I've heard good things about this one generally. So
it's solid.
I like
it.
Solid. It's solid.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking? Like B territory?
I
Yeah.
think it's solid.
Do you think it's better than Assassin?
Skylar would give it a high. No, I wouldn't.
No, yeah, no. Honestly, well, it's not even all out yet, so we can't give like 100%. Like Assassin's Classroom is over, but Chainsaw Man, yeah, I'd say high B, but below Assassination.
All right.
Is that good with you, Stewie?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Moving on to Cowboy Bebop.
Love
with the wholesome corgi.
One of the best fucking intros ever. The music.
Amazing opening. All right, who's going to give their 1 cent synopsis? Have you watched this guy?
I've only watched half of it, so
I watched all of it.
I think I've watched like 5 episodes of it. So
okay,
go ahead, Quinton.
This is kind of hard because it's so just random chaos. Okay,
Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy.
Yeah. Bounty hunter gets fucked over by the love of his life, and he ends up fighting one of his friends, and he makes up a band of bounty hunters to do so.
Okay.
That kind of works.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than that.
I don't expect you to be able to perfectly summarize it in one sentence. I just think that that's part of the fun of it.
I think that's fun.
Chapter 1. The
Don't worry. One sentence can just be. It can just be. This happens and this happens and this happens. That's still technically one sentence. No. So okay, yeah, I've heard this is pretty good. So like, what are we thinking?
Oldie but a goodie.
Okay. Yeah, I think I actually have seen one episode of it, and I don't remember because it was been so long. But I do remember like walking out of it, like, oh yeah, this is actually like I could get into this potentially.
Either high B or low A.
Okay.
I will agree with low A.
All right.
Yeah, low A.
We'll do low A then. Sweet. All right. Next week.
Like I said, I've only seen half of it, so like from what I've seen, it should be a B tier. But the music though puts it in that.
Dude.
Guys,
I just looked at the next one.
We are so the next one is
Death Note.
Death Note.
I think I could do the synopsis, the one sentence.
Yeah, go ahead, Skylar.
No.
Man finds a notebook that allows him to write a name of anybody and kill them.
Yeah.
It becomes evil.
You know how I knew the plot of this one from the Smosh video.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh my god.
He tries to he wants to be a vigilante. He's trying to kill super villains or whatever.
So I kind of know Quinton's opinion on this one. But so you guys have all seen it, like completely.
Yeah,
I've seen awesome live action Netflix one too. Like you guys should check that.
live action one is like really bad.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like if anything, the live action one would probably make you appreciate the anime more.
It did. It did.
I want to hear your guys' rating thoughts.
Yeah.
I've rewatched it or tried to rewatch it 3 times, and spoiler alert, when Elle dies, dude, it literally ruins it for me. It's so it is.
Isn't he the main character?
They did do the moment well. I thought it was oh dude, this guy's going insane.
I'm sorry, it's just I just can't get into it after that. It's the whole show up to that point is so good, but then after it's just I don't know. I just feel like it falls off after that. So say half of it is good. So I'd say C.
C tier.
Yeah, I actually agree. I think.
Okay.
I think it's worse than Attack on Titan.
Oof. Okay. Brennan, do you
want? I think it's overrated as fuck.
It is overrated.
My rating is going to be pretty much the exact same as Skylar's.
Really?
It starts off amazing, and again, spoilers, but this is literally the main reason. This is my answer. When Elle dies, for me, the last good moment in Death Note was when Light was on his grave, yelling at him, being what do you think of that, Elle? This is my perfect. I feel like that was the last good moment in Death Note for me. And then they tried bringing in the replacements for Elle, and then I was just where has this story gone?
The replacements were dumb.
Death Note got kind of ruined for me also because I didn't realize. I thought I saw this video on YouTube saying that there was a Death Note movie. So I was like, oh, there's a movie? So I looked it up and I watched it. No, it's not a movie. It is a shortened, sum up, hour and 20-minute sum up of the half of the last season.
Oh,
and so I was like, what is happening? I'm so confused. And so I have to perfectly agree, say that this is definitely a low C for me. It used to be one of my god tier animes. I loved Death Note. Everyone knew loved Death Note when they first watched it, But then it's just no.
I definitely remember hearing. Yeah, I thought this one was going to be more polarizing, but seems like you guys all generally agree on the placement.
I think if we were still in middle school, Death Note would be S tier.
Absolutely. I fucking loved Death Note in high school.
All right.
Another music with pretty good music. Another anime with good music too.
I feel like
Yeah,
a lot of
there's
these
a
are
lot of-
probably gonna have good music, but we're going more for like the plot and like the like the general
I don't care.
character.
We're not
Good music.
getting really that into
Good music.
Fair enough. All right, next we got Demon
Demon
Slayer.
Slayer.
So
I've watched
I don't
it.
really know much about this one.
I have not watched the most recent season.
That's,
But I've watched
you
the
still
first
got a
two.
valid opinion. What about Sky? You haven't watched it?
Nope.
Oh, dude, it's good. It's good.
Like,
I want to
it's
hear.
good.
I want to hear Quinton's opinion on this first.
Yeah, do
Well,
the
first,
one
the
sentence
synopsis.
plot summary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Everything was fine until his sister turned into a demon, and in order to cure her or try to cure her, he has to become a demon slayer.
Okay. Thus, the title.
Quinton's is a lot more serious than mine was. Mine was when the main character's family gets attacked by Michael Jackson, and his sister is turned to a demon. He goes on a journey to fix her by becoming a demon slayer. So mine was pretty close to Quinton's, except for the Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I don't quite.
Sure.
I'm intrigued by the Michael Jackson part, but yeah.
The
Here, I'll
antagonist
show
kind
you
of looks
why.
like Michael Jackson. It's crazy.
Okay. Huh.
He looks like Michael Jackson. It's a kind of a meme. I think it's good. It's solid. I think second season is amazing. The second season is so much better than the first season.
Absolutely.
Characters are really good. We haven't been introduced to all of them yet, but the characters are really, really good, which is one of my favorite parts of the show. The fighting scenes in the second season are way better than the ones in the first season. Really cool shit. I really hope the next season that's coming out in April is just as cool. I think I give this one an A, a low A.
Okay.
Antonio, that is the main villain.
Oh shit, that's literally Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right.
And there's a few theories about that because he kind of looks like he's a shapeshifter. That's the antagonist. He can shapeshift. So people wonder like if he's actually Michael Jackson.
Okay. So are we? How do we feel about low or low A? Like Quinton said.
Low A, yes,
Okay.
definitely. From what I have seen, like I said, I have only seen up to season 2. It's very good. Another anime with good music.
Yeah.
But no, I agree with Quinton. I think low A is a good spot for it, and yeah.
All right. Moving on to Dragon Ball Z. Pretty underground one. I think this is a little bit more niche. I don't feel like a lot of people have seen this one. But...
Yeah.
No.
It's so good.
Yeah. Who have we all seen it?
Should we just all say what we think it is on 3?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1. S-tier.
IA. Oh shit. S, high A, and B.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
Interesting split here. Okay.
I do think I know why Skylar chose B. Skylar, have you watched Dragon Ball Super?
No.
Well, there's your answer. I think Dragon Ball Super is way better than the original Dragon Ball. Even though the original Dragon Ball is really good, but I do think a lot of nostalgia kind of carries the show.
Man,
at least
I
the
love
older one.
I love Dragon Ball GT. That's my thing.
Yeah, I heard that
is
one
the
is like the
worst.
worst one. I heard.
It's
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not
so
canon
bad.
either. Thank
It's
God.
not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, interesting. Well, yeah, I guess we are kind. We're not. It's weird because like a couple of these animes, I think we're like splitting, or at least one of them, we're splitting into like 2 different distinct like seasons or arcs, I guess. But this one, I guess we're more generalizing the entirety of the franchise ish, which I guess makes it kind of hard. But
to be a little bit more critical, because I might favor a little bit closer to Tui, is that one, carried by nostalgia because I loved the show when I was a kid. 2, plot armor galore, which is, I mean, it was kind of the inventor plot armor. So like plot armor wasn't really a term when Dragon Ball came out, so that wasn't like a
Yeah.
big
It is
deal.
so the inventor
But
of plot.
it is carried by it is like the inventor of plot armor.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely very repetitive. It doesn't really have like the characters are kind of bland. It doesn't really have like a amazing storyline going. But the fights are really cool. Everything's really cool. Goku's such a lovable protagonist. But
I feel like it's
yeah,
so
I'd
iconic
still
too.
go A. Yeah, he's so iconic. Yeah,
I
I'd still
would,
go
I
A.
would, I would agree with A. Nostalgia me
Mhm.
wants S, but I would also agree with A because again, Quinton is pulling out the facts.
Well, and like the cool thing about Goku is if you look really closely in the background of Quinton's room, you can see a little Goku. No, I'm just kidding. No. Okay,
It's like, what the fuck?
so we're saying A tier. Generally, I mean, like unless you have objections, Skylar.
No,
Or-
I would consider going up to A because it is a very iconic show. It's very good. I actually didn't have the nostalgia going into it. I watched it like
Okay.
I didn't watch anime when I was like a kid. So like when I watched it, I had no nostalgia behind it. So like I think that allowed me to be a bit more critical, which is why I gave it more of a B. But
yeah,
no,
makes
I
sense.
consider it I consider it an A. It's pretty good.
Okay, fair enough. And like Quinton said, like if you watch Dragon Ball Super, maybe your viewpoint might change potentially. I don't know, but regardless, we'll put it.
Another opinion. I agree with Quinton on.
Yeah, who knew that was gonna happen? But
Yeah.
where in relation, just like lower, higher.
I think it's above Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, because even though I
I'd
haven't
say it's
seen Black
below
Clover,
Black Clover. Yeah. That's
even
fair.
though I haven't seen Black Clover, I still think that from what I've heard and what I have seen of Black Clover, I feel like it could be better than Dragon Ball. So I think
Gotcha,
that's a good
gotcha.
spot.
More lovable
All right.
characters.
All right, moving on
Like
to
none.
Fairy Tail.
Love Fairy Tail.
Fairy Tail.
Who's the most educated on Fairy Tail here? Would you say?
I've watched all of it.
Yeah.
Have
Have you watched Fairy Tail, Skylar?
I've watched all of it except for like the recent.
I watched like 2 episodes when I watched like 2 episodes. I do a lot of like dipping my toes into the water. Like
Hey, that's more episodes than I've seen, so don't feel bad. We kind of have
I do think I don't think you have to have a like your opinion is any more. Maybe it's more educated because you watched the entire thing, but I don't think it's any more valid because you shouldn't have to like if you don't like something, you shouldn't have to watch it to have a valid opinion. Like if you dip your toes and you think like it's not for me, drop it. I don't think you should have to force yourself to watch something. At the end of the day, this is for entertainment. You know what I mean?
This is it is, yeah. This is all for entertainment. But we'll Brett. I don't know, Brennan. You give the plot synopsis for this one.
So in a world where most people on the planet have the ability to use magic, and magic is kind of like a big. It's kind of like their energy.
One sentence.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
Sorry.
In a world full of magic, the main female lead joins the most powerful magic group on Earth, and it's about their adventures.
Okay.
That's solid.
All right. So where would we put it?
I think it's good. Very good characters. Not the biggest fan of the excessive fan service 24/7. Story's good. Characters are fun. Final season. Okay, so I would rate this a low B. Just unless I've watched the final season, but the final season alone made it really, really good. For me, does the final season take it up to A? I don't know. I feel like it's either high B or low A.
Okay. Brennan?
For me, Fairy Tail is one of my OG animes. I watched it not much longer after Bleach, and so, especially with what Quinton said, I haven't seen all the final of like the rest, like the final of it. I did see most of it, but I loved Fairy Tail, and it was like one of my all time favorite animes for a long time. And
Very
so there's moments of it that put it in B for me. Like it kind of goes like this out of out of A and B tier,
Yeah,
depending
that's
on
how I feel.
the story or the moments. But altogether, especially with the last season, from what I seen the last season, I should say, um, I would give it low A tier.
Low A tier. Okay.
Yeah, like below Demon Slayer. Low
Okay. All right. We'll put it low A tier then.
Oh shit!
What is this next one?
I'm gonna be burned at the stake for
Oh,
my
Food
opinion on
Wars.
this one.
This is Food Wars.
Food Wars. I have
Oh.
not seen Food Wars. Only memes from
Oh,
Food Wars.
okay.
Oh,
that
I've
means-
seen Food Wars.
All right, that means Quinton. I wanted you to give the synopsis for this one because I think you've
It's
given me a
so
synopsis for this one.
Stupid.
It's so fucking stupid. It's one of the reasons I haven't watched it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Man who works at a local diner aspires to be one of the greatest chefs in the world, and in doing so, he makes a lot of people have orgasmic pleasure from eating his food.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what basically my
That's-
extent of the extent of my knowledge
That
of
is
the show.
that is not extended knowledge. That is the story.
Yeah.
I love this anime.
No.
I hate like excessive fan service, and that's what this show basically is. But this anime is so funny. The characters are so good. The story's actually interesting. I'm not even really interested in food. I'm not really a foodie or anything. Or like every time they kind of talk about the food, I'm like, wow, that's really cool. But like it's not that I don't care. I think it's really I think it's really cool in the moment. Like I'm like, oh my god, they know so much about food. That's really cool. A cool bug fact about this steak or this bear meat or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like in one ear, out the other.
Yeah.
But it's a really funny show. Really interesting plot. The story is really good. I think there's going to be romance in it, and technically there is implied romance at the end of the show. I think it's really really good.
Is it still
If
going?
you're like, no, it ended.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Really good. What was I gonna say? I think if you're not into excessive fan service, I completely get it. Like if you don't like seeing naked people, both male and female for that matter, naked, like it's all censored. But if you don't like seeing naked people just like honey dripping down people's like biceps, not for you. But it is a really funny show. Not to be taken too seriously. Except it does have serious moments, which does make it interesting. I'd give this one an A, a very solid A, actually.
Okay. So A's getting a little crowded here.
I know.
Where towards the where would we put it?
I'll put it below Fairy Tail.
Okay. All right. All right. Next we got Full Metal Alchemist.
Love Full Metal Alchemist.
Is this the original or the?
I think
we
we're
ta-
just going
are
to
we-
consider both, like just both.
Okay. Okay, because that changes my opinion majorly.
Yeah, give your synopsis, Brennan. Or have you watched this, Skylar?
I know what happens. I have lots of respect for the show, but I have not seen it all. No.
Do you think you'd be able to give a synopsis?
No.
Okay. Brennan, give your synopsis.
Yeah.
Okay, one word sentence. In a world where people can control elements with alchemy, two brothers go on quests to heal the brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heal?
Okay.
Heal the brother?
Heal. Like
Oh, heal. I thought you said peel.
heal the
I
brother.
was like, what do you mean? Okay. Yeah, I've heard this one is excellent.
It's
So,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we should, not to get this one over with, but I'm very excited to talk about the one after this. So I feel like we just give this one a rating and we'll move on.
Quinton, high B.
Yeah, I give it a high B.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, there we go then.
This might be a controversial. I think some people mostly agree with this. The original Full Metal Alchemist was a C for me, but Brotherhood makes it a B.
Brotherhood is like a high A, I think, alone.
Yeah, so it's like
the entire series as a whole is like a B.
Like combining the two together makes it like a solids out of a B.
Yeah. Okay. All right, next we have Gamers exclamation point, and I'm excited to hear about this one because I do not know anything about this one.
I have never even heard of this one until this
it's so bad.
So I only know this because Quinton showed me like this one really dumb clip where they're playing like Call of Duty or whatever. Like, is this?
Is that real? Like they literally play Call of Duty in the anime?
Yeah, they play like it's like
or like
I think it is Call of Duty,
like a first person shooter.
Call of Duty or like a very like rip off Call of Duty that's they animated. I think it's really funny. Oh,
what is the plot like, Quinton? It seems like you probably know the most about it.
Oh, it's stupid. Okay, yeah, this gamer wants to meet more gamer friends, but he is a retro gamer, and the gamer friends that he meets are more into modern games, and that leads to a sort of talk about retro games versus modern games, and the main protagonist sucks at the modern games.
Damn. Okay.
And eventually it leads to them falling in love with him.
Dude, that sounds like that sounds like me. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Is it a harem?
Technically, there's only two like female leads. There's only two females that end up like liking the main protagonist, but there's also like the side romance people. Regardless, I hate this anime. This anime sucks. I have a soft spot. I have a soft spot for romance anime, but this show is dog shit. I play games, and this feels like it's almost like this entire anime. To sum it up in like one phrase, it's like when your mom is like, "Hey, how about like how was you? How are you? And like how was it you hanging out with your little gamer friends?" Like that's what it feels like. It feels like a little like millennial is trying to look above like people who play games. That's why they called it gamers. Like it's gamers, dude. It's awesome. The opening, I do think the opening's kind of cool though, because they do like a lot of references to other games like PUBG, Smash Brothers, and stuff. Like the opening was very like it's a very funny and cool opening. The show's dog shit. I watched all of it. The show is very dog shit.
All right, is this gonna be our first F tier?
I like honestly, it's still watchable, so I don't even know if it's F tier. Like I think it's a D.
Okay.
Bruh, that's straight up fucking Black Ops 3.
Bro.
Wait, did you look it up?
I looked up the scene. That's just Black Ops 3. It's got the special icon down in the corner and everything.
That's so awesome.
Oh, it is.
It's pandering.
Yeah.
It's literally pandering. That's
they literally play Call of Duty in the first episode. Keep in mind.
Wow. I don't know, man. I think that might be the one I have to watch.
It's really good.
That's the only one you watch.
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I would give this one F tier, but I'm looking at the rest of the list, and I think I have to reserve one show to F tier. If anything.
I know.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. I think I know what it is. Okay.
It's not that bad.
Haikyuu. You don't even know what he's talking about, Brennan. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you don't know what I'm thinking about. Well, we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, don't spoil it. What we got? Haikyuu next. Is that how you pronounce it?
I have
Haikyuu. Okay.
I have not watched Haikyuu.
This is a sports anime.
It's volleyball.
Is it? Yeah.
This was a very popular anime. I suggested this one just because popular. I thought it's worth talking about. But am I the only one that's seen it?
Yeah.
Oops. Okay. Well, it's a good show. Not my favorite. A lot of like the fan base is a lot of like it kind of has that shipper or like the people who ship people kind of fan base. It's a little cringe. A lot of like, oh, I kin this person. Synopsis is volleyball is normally meant for above average tall people, but this short guy really wants to play volleyball, and he tries to make it work because he can jump really high.
That's it. Yep, that sounds.
We
about right.
stan a king. No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
It's a good anime. I watched most of it, not all of it. I feel like most people would give it an A. I would give it a B.
Like a high B, low B.
I'd say it's probably the
high
worst
B,
of
low
all
B.
the Bs.
Okay.
The
All
worst
right.
of all
All right.
the
That's still pretty good rating though.
Yeah.
All right.
It's really rare for you to not complete an anime, though, isn't it, Quinton? Like, that's interesting.
Yeah, it never ended up finishing it.
Oh God.
You got to use your time efficiently. We have so little time here. It's like if you're not completely
Yeah.
into something, you don't want to. I
I
don't
don't
know.
want to use it, I mean, especially not on gamers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With gamers.
You know, hot take. I watched all of Gamers, and I have not watched all of my.
You had to know. You had to know if it was gonna get good. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it showed
I
too
had to
much
know if
promise.
It got better. Yeah.
Okay.
It's so shit.
All right. Next we got JoJo's Bizarre
I have to
Adventure.
go slightly off topic for just 5 seconds, and I have to ask Quinton and Skylar this: have you guys ever watched Citrus?
I like Citrus.
You like
I've never heard
Citrus?
of
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
that's the girls' love one, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's all
I
we
know.
need to say
Yeah, I
about
know
it.
Citrus.
No,
Mhm.
no more. Back to the list.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Quentin, we can talk more about that afterward.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
But I'm glad that you enjoy it.
Now we got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which is another
This
pretty.
one is very hard to synopsis, really, because there's so many parts.
Yeah.
And it's also very hard to categorize it because each part is so varying in like where I put it.
Yeah, I have no idea how.
I mean, but like you could kind of think of it like, is that an aspect of the show that you like? Is that it's so varying, or is that like?
Well, I do think it's interesting that like unlike most shows that it does have different perspectives for each season.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that kind of gives me a synopsis is that this anime is basically each generation of the Joestar family dealing with their lives given their both blessing and curse of a supernatural ability. I think that's the best way to describe it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like I've heard varying opinions on this one. Maybe, I don't know. Actually, no, I feel like...
here's how I'd go. Part 1 C, Part 2 S, Part 3 D, Part 4 A, Part 5 A, Part 6 C. That's what I'd go.
Okay. So definitely more so towards the top of the list. I've overall.
It's like I think the average there is like probably B then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've only seen part 1 and 2.
Part 3.
I don't mind JoJo. I think it's got some good story, but there's a lot of moments, and especially for me, I'm not the biggest fan of the animation style. Well, that's just like personal.
Mm-hmm.
Overall,
I mean,
though,
that definitely adds a lot to an enjoyment of a show, of an anime. I feel like.
Overall, though, I would agree with a B because it is too good of a story. I mean, the parts I've seen, part 1 and 2, I actually really enjoyed. Like I said, there was just moments that were very off for me.
Okay.
But
I'm glad you agreed with me about part 3.
Dude, part 3 is so boring and so
it's overrated and shit.
So Skylar, have you seen all of it or?
So I've seen part 1, 2, 3, and like most of 4. I have not seen 5 or 6, so I can't say anything about that. But part 3 is the worst. It's just like
dog shit.
It's like so every like 2 episodes, it's just like the villain of the week kind of bullshit. So it's just like, new
villain of the week.
I like that. I like.
This guy is gonna kill us. His stand is so powerful. Oh wait, our Mary Sue fucking Jotaro is just gonna fucking like I don't know, outsmart the villain, and yay, Oda, fucking so great. It's really good. And then,
It's cringe because I think part 3 is the most popular of all the parts. So I think everyone
That's so.
like I think the fan base ruins JoJo for me. Like I would say JoJo's a lot better if like it's hard to not like think of the fan base because like sure like you shouldn't let the fan base ruin the entertainment for you, but like the way they like make memes of it that you just can't avoid because it's everywhere on the internet. Now when you
Are we
see the
talking about
shit on
fan
there,
base? There's a certain anime I can't wait to get the fan base on about.
anyway, yeah.
I already
You know
what it
when
is. Fuck.
when you see the anime, like when you look back at the anime, you can't help but like just think of how the fan base like looks at it, and you're like, man, they
Is
just
that a
ruined
joke?
it. Like I don't know. Shut up, Skylar.
Is that a JoJo reference, dude?
Is that a
Oh.
joke?
I will say though, like the last like 6 episodes of Stardust Crusaders is literally like S tier, but the rest of it is just garbage. Like if
It's good. It's good. Once again, the fucking like Jotaro and Dio dynamic of the you're going to approach me. Heard that voice. I've heard that line so many times. It's ruined for me. It was so cool. It was like so heated, and then I was like, "Oh, this is really cool." But now everyone and their mom says it. I'm just like, it's ruined. It's ruined.
Dude, Jotaro is like it's like the Mary Sue though. He's like the perfect
He's a
protagonist.
meta dude.
His stand has all S's except for range. Like it's so okay. So in the show, they is it quantum or they basically rank every aspect.
They categorized.
They're categorized. And Jotaro, the main protagonist, his stand is everything is S or whatever, except for his range. Like he's got the best stand.
And I think his range is A, right?
No, it's like C.
It's C. No, it's C. Okay.
But yeah, as long as you can aura, he's fucking wins.
Bullshit. It's bullshit. Yeah. Although though the stand ideas for part 3 were kind of lame because they're based on tarot cards. I mean, actually is kind of cool, but the how they named the supernatural abilities from then on, they named it after band songs and band names. So like Killer Queen, Made in Heaven, Bohemian Rhapsody, those are all stands in JoJo. We also had Red Hot Chili Peppers, a lot of cool stuff like that. Like I think it's really cool. They also have a Green Day stand.
What? Do you have the time
to listen?
Very interesting names. I'd still give this like a low.
Okay, so general consensus: don't watch part 3. Is what I'm gathering here.
I mean, it's necessary.
I feel like the rest of the internet will tell you to.
It's necessary to the story, kind of, but like it's just.
Yeah, I don't think you should skip parts because a lot of people say skip part 1 because it's the most boring. But the story does kind of lead on to each other, so you kind of do need to see all of it.
Gotcha.
My argument for part 1 though is that's only 8 episodes. Like it's not that bad. Like it's not.
Yeah, get over it, dude. Yeah.
Gotcha. Just gotta stick through it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on. We got Jujutsu Kaisen. I do not know anything about.
I've only seen the movie. 0.
You haven't seen it, Brennen? What the fuck? This is a popular show. Oh my goodness. It's really
been on
good.
my watch list for a while.
It's really good. They take fighting into a whole nother level. I don't normally like kung fu fighting. I mean, this is technically martial arts. And I don't typically like that, but the fights are actually really cool.
All I know is someone told me, hey, since you love Bleach so much, you should watch Jujutsu Kaisen. And so
I
okay.
so too, yeah. I think it's good. Very good. Main character's cool. The other characters are also cool. I wish there's a little bit more flavor to each character, but really good story, really good like abilities, supernatural abilities. Synopsis: man needs to fight curses, or they need to fight curses with curses, and in order to do so, the main protagonist eats someone's petrified old finger to gain curse power.
Okay.
I think it's good. Hey, I'd say above Bleach.
Above Bleach, really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well.
Sorry.
Brennen,
I think
how do you feel about
Kaisen's really good.
I'm gonna let that slide because literally, like I said, people have told me, "Hey, if you love Bleach so much, you should watch Jujutsu Kaisen," and so
Okay.
I'll let that slide because I haven't seen it, but that's all I've heard about it is literally it's like
really
Bleach.
good.
So if you like Bleach, you'll. I'm like, okay.
Okay. All right. Well, moving on, we have Kill La Kill, which I do not know really anything about. But I'm
Quinton, you
assuming
have to
there's a little bit of killing in it.
This show.
This show.
It's a lot of people like it. It's popular. A lot of people cosplay as the protagonist.
It's never good when you
Wonder
hear
why.
a lot of people like it to start.
Yes, because it means that I differ.
I differ too. So
Yeah,
another one that me and Quinton are probably going to agree on.
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm really distracted. I love Skylar showing us a tour of his entire
of his
area.
roof.
I don't think Skylar's watched Kill la Kill. I think we're good.
Oh shoot, we're going on a field trip.
Synopsis. In order to get stronger, you lose less clothes. They lose their clothes to get stronger. That's what it is. They get less clothes to get stronger.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's kind of a cheap way to say it, but basically they put on different clothes, but the clothes tend to be more revealing. Once again, excessive fan service. A lot of people say the story is good. I think the story is nothing. I don't know what is the story. You know, I don't know where the story is. I think most of the story is boobs. Like, I don't know. I think it's mid. Granted, I couldn't finish it. I never finished the show, so maybe it got better. I only got halfway through it.
I don't know either, but thank you, Quinton, because I feel like everyone talks about how much they love that show. I didn't finish it because I was like, what the fuck? This is just boobs. This is boobs and fighting.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. The fight scenes were cool. Story was literally not there. The main character, actually, see, this is one of the very common animes where like the side character, I think her name is Maka or Mako, can't remember, but she's actually way more popular than the main protagonist. Rightfully so. She's very funny. But besides her, a lot of the characters are kind of just like surface level lame. It seems like they put a lot more thought into the female characters than the male characters. Like the female characters kind of have a lot more character to them, where the male characters are just like, "I'm a brute, I'm going to kill you. Oh, I'm so buff." I didn't like it. I think a very low C.
Okay. Low C.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
yeah.
I'm just gonna I'll just go with that unless I hear any objections. All right. Mob Psycho 100. I've heard
I watched it.
little of this.
Have you watched this, Skylar?
I have not.
Oh my goodness, this is so popular.
There's so much background noise. That's why I'm muted right now.
No, that's fine. Okay. Let's see. Mob Psycho. I guess I'm not really the right person to talk about it. I feel like Dean would be a lot better to talk about it because he loves this show. I don't really like it so much. Psychic Kid only uses 0% of his power, and that percentage goes higher the more angry he gets, the more provoked he gets. And eventually he reaches 100, hence the name Mob Psycho 100.
Okay.
It's okay. It's made by the same artist people as One Punch Man. And I have the same problem with this show as I do One Punch Man, is that having an overpowered character is funny, but I don't think it's worth making an entire anime over. Yeah, I'm just not really into having like this super over the top overpowered character, and that's the point of the show. Like, I'm not saying that they did wrong by doing that, by having an overpowered character, because that's the point. It's supposed to be funny because he's overpowered and no one can touch him, basically. So just like One Punch Man.
Is this kind of like more like a comedy anime?
Oh yeah, it's to be taken like it's funny. I mean, there are serious moments, but it's a comedy show.
Okay.
I'll give it It's better than. I think it's better than JoJo.
Really?
So I'd
Okay.
give it a low B.
Okay. We'll go there then. All right. We got My Hero Academia.
The bell was chiming, dude.
Oh no!
So, yeah. All I know about this one is that the fan base is really cool.
They're amazing.
Yeah. What the heck, Skylar?
Whoops.
I think this anime, the fan base makes me sad because I think a lot of people are afraid to get into the show because of the fan base, and it makes me really sad because I think there's a lot of potential with this
There's a
show.
lot of potential with this show, and honestly, I really love it. But holy fuck!
Yeah, it makes me sad. A lot of people are afraid to mess with it because of the fan base, and
Okay.
rightfully so because a lot of people. There's a lot of stuff going on with the fan base, and I don't know. There's a lot of shipping going on. There's a lot of other stuff going on, and I don't think I really need to go in too much detail. But most of the characters that we see in the anime are underage, so there really shouldn't be too much talk that's going on in the fan base. Then
Yeah.
there is, but
Skylar,
it is
have
a
you
really
seen this
good
one?
anime. If Quinton only watched season 1 and 2, I would say this anime is S tier. Quinton has watched all of the seasons that have come out recently, so I would give this a B.
Okay.
But very good beginning.
I was gonna ask someone to give a plot synopsis real quick about it.
Yeah, who wants to? Skylar hasn't talked much. Skylar, you want to do your synopsis?
Okay, so boy in a world without. Okay. Boy gets okay in a world where superpowers are a thing. This is more than one sentence. The boy gets
Well, it can be a long sentence.
That's a comma. That's like a comma.
Yeah.
Keep going.
The boy without a superpower gets one through his idol. Like that's
eating their hair.
Yeah, that's season 1. That's season 1.
Eat this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not bad. It's not a bad anime. It's just the fan
It's a
base
great show.
is very
It's a great show.
very toxic.
Very good openings, very good music. Like I said, if Quinton watched only season 1 and 2, S tier, amazing start, but it's just a steady decline. Like even the openings get a steady decline of like getting worse and worse. So if you don't like the first season or the second season for that matter, don't watch My Hero. Like if those are, in my opinion, those are the peak, and it's just a steady decline. Like if you're not loyal from those first 2 seasons, the rest is not worth watching. It doesn't get better.
Okay.
I'd say season 3 is pretty fine, though. To be honest, like
I know, but I'm just saying that it's worse than the first 2. Like it's a steady downhill. Like if you watch the first 3 seasons, you're like, oh, maybe season 3 is a fluke. Then you watch the 4th season, you're like, what's going on here? And then you watch the 5th season, you're like, hello? Yeah, like I don't know.
I think the thing that sucks the most is that this show and series is just ending soon. There's gonna be no time skip. I
know. They need to have a time skip. It would be so good.
I would love that. Like I feel like I don't know.
I would still give this either a high B or a low A. Because the newest season's actually
I'm obligated to
good.
say we're gonna put it in high B just because A is very crowded right now.
Okay.
But we'll put it.
I do think it's better than Full Metal Alchemist, in my opinion.
Okay.
Well, yeah, no, I'd say so.
All right, just for the sake of making it a little bit more even. But all right, moving on. We got the original Naruto.
Original.
Friendship. That's my. That's.
Oh yeah.
That's my
Friendship no jutsu.
My knowledge of it. Yeah. I heard this is. I mean, like I feel like this is a pretty good like gateway anime, is what I've heard. Which I don't necessarily know if that means it's like super great or if it's just kind of like it's just kind of okay. But
it's like it's I guess watcher friendly would be the best way to put it. Like, it's
Yeah,
a nice way to like introduce you to it without introducing all these like chaotic subjects. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Have you guys all seen? I just assumed you guys have all seen it, but
Yes.
There's no way we all have it. As far as the synopsis, so a little kid was cursed with a demon inside him, and he didn't have friends until he started going to ninja school, and now he's trying to become the strongest ninja and be the leader of his village. But he has a rival, and we see how it picks up from there.
oh shit!
Oh my goodness!
Okay, keep in mind this is just Naruto. Naruto Shippuden we have after. So
yeah, no, this is just Naruto.
Yeah, it's just Naruto.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so given that, where would we put it?
It's good. I like it. I'll hear your guys' opinions because I think it's good.
I think it's good. It is like the definition of like a classic gateway, kind of like, like you think of anime, and like you're gonna think of like the big three and like the grandfather. So like the grandfather is Dragon Ball, and the big three is Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach. Like those are some of the most known anime names out there.
Right.
So the original Naruto is good. There's a problem that I have with both the original Naruto and Naruto Shippuden that I'll probably get more into when we get to Naruto Shippuden.
I love it.
Wait, just to be clear, Naruto comes before Naruto Shippuden, right? Like,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I figured, but all right. So, and then Skylar, generally, what would you say?
I really, really like it. Like, there's a soft spot for the show. Like, it's kind of what I really got me into like binging anime in general. So it's a bit like the softie in me wants to make it like A because I think there are parts of it that is really good, but I don't really want to let like the fact that it was, I don't know, that was my first kind of attempt at. I mean, in all honesty, it's probably more B-ish. Shippuden's a different thing, different story whatsoever, though.
Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll tackle that. Don't let Shippuden, change it.
Okay.
Naruto, a lot of people complain about its fillers, but like, it's just more content.
I feel like a lot of animes have fillers, though, right?
You could just skip
I don't know. I mean, you could skip fillers one, but a lot of people are like, oh, but if you shouldn't have to skip fillers or whatever. You shouldn't have to skip a show. Fair, and I don't think you should skip a show. I think like, I don't know, if you're only in it for like the story, I don't know, maybe this is just coming from my bias of, characters are my favorite. The fillers let the characters kind of like branch off on whatever else they want to do besides being in this storyline that's like all serious and stuff. I think fillers really bring out the personality of a character. But it does have a lot of fillers, which if some people might not like that. I agree with Tuhy here.
Okay. So what, like low? So I'm hearing kind of a general like B-ish territory, maybe like mid B or low. I don't know.
I'd say it's below like Chainsaw Man. Like it's not. It's like very middle ground B for me. But
okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we'll do that then. All right, Naruto Shippuden.
D. I don't even want to talk about it. It's D.
Okay. What brings it so much down?
It's worse than gamers.
Oh my god, worse than gamers.
I don't know.
Dude, what sin did Naruto Shippuden commit?
I don't like. I hate it. I hate everything about it. Like it. Okay, so synopsis. Hey, remember that rival that I talked about in the earlier synopsis? And I said, hey, let's see where we go from there. That's the entire plot of Shippuden, and it's bad. The rival's edgy, and you have to deal with that.
Okay.
I mean, the one thing I don't like is that, like, through the whole show, like, he's not a good person, like at all. Like he's actually like really reprehensible. He does not do good things. But
Naruto?
Naruto still wants to see the good in him, which I don't know.
Okay. His rival is the one that does the bad things.
Yeah. The rival becomes the antagonist.
I see.
Basically, and the entire story of Shippuden is based around him sort of being like, you know, he wanted to be the Hokage in the last one. The Hokage is basically the leader of the village hidden in the leaves.
Yeah.
And he's like, if I can't even save my best friend, he calls him his best friend, even though they hated each other. But that's friendship or whatever. They're rivals. But he's like, if I can't even save my best friend, how can I even be the Hokage to save everyone? Whatever.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate all of it. I don't like any of the characters. Everyone loves Itachi. Hate Itachi. Everyone loves Sasuke. Hate Sasuke. Gaara is up there. Don't like Gaara. Love Shikamaru. Shikamaru's cool. I don't like any of it. It's bad.
Would you actually
I don't like
put
any
it
of it.
at the bottom of D?
Yeah, I would put it in D. I think it might. In reality, maybe it's worth a C, but I think it's D. Like.
I mean, I guess
I honestly agree. Like it's like when I first watched it, I was super like yeah, this shit's awesome. I'd say like S, but no, it's bad. It's not.
All right. Okay.
Oh
well.
yeah.
Brennen wanted to say something though.
Did you want to say something, Brennen? You can speak up if you want. No?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Moving on to One Piece, I guess. I really want to know what Brennen has to say. I think I know what Brennen has to say. I think
about what, Shippuden?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he said he wanted to say something, so I want to know.
Yeah, what did you want to say about Shippuden? Are we ranking it too low for you?
I mean, like, I didn't think it was that bad.
Here we go.
Damn. I was like, why is Brennen like hiding?
Let's have a discussion, a chit chat. If you
let's have a chit chat. That's literally that's the show.
I'm eating, so I'm out of my camera.
Oh, you have to wait. You're what?
I'm eating, so I'm out of my camera.
Oh, okay. I see.
But no, I don't think it's like God tier or anything. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, you fuckers, it should have been an A or S tier. But like, I also don't think it's fucking worse than fucking Attack on Titan or fucking Kill la Kill. Like,
I think it's worse than Attack on Titan.
Damn.
Yeah.
I would much rather watch Attack on Titan than Shippuden. Would I much rather watch Death Note over Shippuden? No, because Death Note is shorter. I don't know where to put it, honestly. But like, I hate Shippuden.
I actually would consider bumping it up to C. Like it's not like the abs. I mean, in retrospect, compared to other animes I've watched, it's not like fantastic, but like it's okay. It's like
we'll put it in C. We'll put it in C.
You're right. I would give Shippuden like a 5 out of 10, which is more C territory. So
yeah, definitely. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Brennen, do not feel afraid to speak up. All right. This is a safe space. You are not going to get flamed for this kind of stuff. All right.
This is a discussion.
Yeah.
Discussions are fun.
Yeah. Exactly.
A chit chat, if you will.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh. Whoa. We're like, ooh. Okay.
Holy shit! Wow. Oh my god.
We're getting into this.
Moving on to I don't know if you guys have heard of this anime. It's not that popular. It's called One Piece. I don't think there's that many episodes.
I don't want to be that guy, but like, really, I don't want to have to watch through 1,000 fucking episodes.
Yeah, that's kind of absurd to ask
plot.
to ask that.
It's way too long, dude.
It's so long, dude.
The
length alone, it probably F. No, just kidding.
F tier. Yeah, I think this is the. You know what? You remember what I said earlier? Like, I'm bringing F tier for one specific anime.
It was this one, right? Yeah. Sorry,
I'll
man.
take One Piece. Sucks. All right, moving on.
Moving on.
Yeah.
No,
One Piece is amazing. It's
Quinton,
so good.
yeah. Go ahead.
So good.
Wait, have you guys all
my
seen
God, One Piece is so
like
good.
have you guys all seen One Piece? At least part of it?
I am on
You haven't-
episode like 1030 something, so I'm pretty close. I'm pretty
Damn.
close to being caught up.
All right.
I'm caught up.
Impressive.
It's
What about you, Brennan?
I've seen the first 10.
Really?
Okay.
it's unrelated, but it's worth watching, Brennan. You should get into
It's
it.
so good.
Is the length, like, be honest, is the length the sort of like is that what deters you away from it, or is it just more so like you're just interested in other animes?
I mean, a little bit of both. I'm not one to talk about like length when it comes to episodes, considering that like
Respect.
Bleach is like one of my favorites, and it's about to hit 400 episodes.
Mhm.
So like,
Yeah.
I'm not one to talk on like length, but yeah, 1,000 episodes is a lot.
It is a lot. Yeah. No, and I respect you for not.
And I feel
complaining
like,
about
and
it.
I feel like I can't. I feel like if I don't watch it in an hour, no, if I don't watch it all in one day, I'm gonna be a failure. No.
Well,
Whatever.
Oh,
yeah. Well, I was gonna say, like, I feel like it's a slow. It's not, it's a slow build, but like, from what I've heard, it's worth. If you stick with it, it's worth it. I mean, mainly that's coming from Quinton, but
Yes.
And
My
Skylar.
one thing about, and this is what I actually convinced Skylar to watch One Piece with this main argument, is like, everyone talks about the 1,000 episodes, it's so long, it's so slow, and it's like, it's not about the destination. People think that like it doesn't get good until you watch 900 of the 1,000 episodes, but it's about like the journey. Like you can't just like skip 900 episodes and be like, okay, this is when it starts getting good. It's where you watch the characters grow up, start becoming closer to each other. The characters are all so well made, and that's because of the slow build. Some of these arcs are made for the characters. They're all so well, like, it's about the journey throughout it. Like, even if it takes you a year to watch 100 episodes, that's fine, because technically you're watching it twice as fast than they put out episodes, because they only put out one episode a week, so that's only 52 a year. So technically you're watching it twice as fast than they put out episodes. So even 100 episodes of the year, you're doing amazing. Or watch it out whatever pace you get, because it's not about getting to the end. It's about watching it for the entertainment. It's amazing. And like, it's the journey. And honestly, like, if you don't think it's for you, and if you don't think you have the commitment to watch it, that's fair. I can't like give you like, I can't sell it to you any more than I can. But like, if you really love having these characters and just watching their entire life just sprawl out through like years, it's so good. It's like, love One Piece. So passionate about it. It's amazing.
Would you?
And One Piece is like the king of like world building. Everybody, like One Piece is just so like the world is so alive. Like there's so much to the world itself. It's interesting. There's an explanation for just about everything. It's
the lore.
A lot of it.
We could talk about this for days.
This could be its whole other episode.
Why you should watch One Piece.
Why you should? Oh shit, that's not a bad idea.
It's so good.
No, we should start a new series called Antonio's friends convince him to watch anime. And it's just every episode is a different anime. No.
The first anime that Antonio watches is One Piece. That should be one.
Imagine if it was
a horrible start.
That'd be a horrible start.
What would you do if like one day I just came to you and it was like, yeah, I've watched the entirety of One Piece?
I'd be like, what? Yeah. So I'm like, it's so funny because people were like, do you watch anime? And you're like, well, yeah, I've only watched one. And they're like, oh, which one? And like One Piece. And you're like, you watched all of 1,000 episodes before anything else? That's so cursed.
Yeah.
It's great. Love One Piece. It's amazing. Synopsis. Little kid eats a mythical fruit in the beginning when he's a kid on accident. It still doesn't stop him from reaching his dream of becoming the king of pirates, because that is his dream.
And the mythical fruit makes him made out of rubber.
Yeah,
dude, we have the fruits in the apartment.
I have the true.
I have it
in my place.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, no, this is easily an F tier. I think it's better than A Silent Voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
yeah.
it's so good.
It's the king.
It's so good.
The king.
I think it's literally it's peak piece. Like I don't think there's anything better than it. You know, sure I have a favorite anime and it's not One Piece, but I don't think like I still think One Piece is better.
All right.
Just in general.
Well, there
I
you
haven't
go.
even seen One Piece.
It's just peak.
I agree. I agree that it's peak.
Yeah. Well,
not to
there you
mention
go.
the recent episodes have had movie animation level of quality. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, talk about it for hours.
All right. Moving on to One Punch Man.
Oh.
So I've been recently watching this. I don't want to give the synopsis. Does someone else want to? I feel like I don't know.
It's so easy. It's so easy.
It's
Wait,
like,
wait. Can I try to give the synopsis? Because I feel like I could give the synopsis.
It's so easy. Yeah.
Man can defeat anyone with one punch.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
Wow.
Yes.
Antonio, I didn't know you watched anime.
Dude, I watch anime. I'm an anime watcher. Yeah.
That's the entire plot. Much like Mob Psycho, it's it's a gimmick main protagonist where he starts out really strong, and the way he gets strong is really comical. Like he only I think it's 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 crunches every day, and then he runs 10 kilometers every day, and then he did that for a year straight, and that's how he became this beast of a man that is just undefeatable. And in fact, everyone he fights gets defeated in a singular punch, and it's so sad because he wants to become he wants to be able to fight people on equal terms, but he can only defeat them in one punch, and it's so sad.
Wow. So sad.
In fact, he has dreams where he fights people on equal terms, where he's like,
That's
oh, this
so
is so
fun.
cool, that he wakes up and he's like, damn.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
can
fun show.
relate. Dude, sometimes my strength it's so crippling,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Mhm.
No.
I've shattered several bones in my body because Antonio will knock on my door too loud, and the shock waves will fucking while I'm laying down will just shatter every bone in my body.
Sorry, man. What can I
Yeah.
say? No. So I don't know. From the sounds of it, it doesn't sound like it would be that enticing long term. You know what I mean? Because it's
That's my thought exactly.
like I've heard it's it's funny. Like that's probably the one that's a saving grace of it. But if you're looking for
I think what
more, right?
I think what saves it is the characters, though, because it's not just about the One Punch Man. It's how he interacts with the other characters in the world who are interesting and more than just a bald man who can kill people in a singular punch. It's still really good. It's good. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it's overrated. But I respect it. I just don't like it.
Okay. So what, like C territory?
No, I'd actually say low A.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'd agree.
Okay. Wait, Brennan, have you seen it?
Only the first season.
Okay.
So, for me, it's pretty much the same. Even what I watched, I was just yeah, I mean,
All right.
good.
All right. Fair enough.
It's got funny moments.
I'd definitely say it's low A. That's for sure.
Okay. Cool. All right. Sailor Moon. Another
Who has watched this?
pretty classic one, I feel like.
I have not watched Sailor Moon.
Okay.
Have you watched Sailor Moon, Brennan? Oh shit!
Back when I was younger, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I watched it when I was younger. I don't remember a thing. I remember some parts of it, but barely.
Brennan,
Not
you want to
enough
give the
it really
synopsis?
honestly.
I don't even know if I could. It's been so long, dude.
I can kind of give one.
Go for it.
Okay. So basically, there's these warriors that all are named after each planet that all
Remember, one
have different
sentence.
superpowers. Okay. Warriors from different planets battle the forces of evil.
Okay.
Named after different planets, not from.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So, yeah, I don't really know. I know that people have a soft spot for this one, but I don't necessarily know the general consensus about it.
I'd say
Classic.
it's a soft spot because it's a classic.
Right. Okay. Is it a pretty
No, I'm not saying
older anime?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
old school anime.
Mm-hmm. What do we think?
I think it's good. It was a really popular show, and it was another gateway anime for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There's so many memes and different like things that people talk about that are from like Sailor Moon or like popular icons that people will wear or buy that they don't even realize are from like Sailor
Yeah.
Moon, like the cat charm or whatever. So
It was also one of the very few early animes that was made to like sort of cater to a woman audience, where most animes are catered towards a male audience, and that's probably why like not a lot of people have watched it, because it was catered towards a female audience. I still liked it, and I thought it was good. I thought it was interesting. There was a little bit of romance in there, but yeah, I don't really remember too much from it.
Okay. So what, like B territory?
Maybe. I don't really know where to put it, to be honest.
Okay.
I'd
It's
say-
not bad.
I'd say B.
Okay.
I'd
Like
say it's
low
the
B.
lowest. It's the worst
Low
of
B.
the
Dude, the worst of B
Yeah.
then. If it's not that memorable, I feel like that says something, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. At least for our purposes.
Here we go.
All right, here. So I've heard this one is like probably like the best one. Like probably like
Yeah, this is my
probably
favorite.
like better than One Piece, easily,
Uh-huh.
right? Yeah. So
Mhm.
yeah. Have you guys all seen this one? Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
I
the
have not
protagonist
seen
is
the most
so cool.
recent shit.
The most recent shit. Okay.
I've watched some of the recent shit too.
No, he said. Wait.
Regrettably so.
I think
I
Brennan said he
haven't.
didn't see it, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I have
haven't.
watched the recent
But you have.
shit.
Okay,
regrettably
gotcha.
so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, who's the most equipped to give a synopsis? Maybe Skylar, you
I
haven't
feel like
given it in a while.
anyone.
Do you want to give it?
I didn't do the synopsis, so like
Okay.
people get gamers get trapped in a video game.
Gamers?
By evil guy. If they die in game, they die in real life.
Holy shit. That's intense. That's intense.
Dude,
And
Okay.
to make things even better, very cool premise until you realize that the main character, he just has this female magnet where everyone just falls in love with him. And that's
But-
the entire story.
But that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I think the main protagonist is the coolest amongst any of them. To be honest, he's like really good.
Yeah.
Really well fleshed out. Would watch the show again.
Yeah, I can't even joke about this. This is dog shit, even more dog shit than Gamers, and it's not even called Gamers. It's F.
Hold on, wait.
This is
Wait.
This is the wait.
Okay.
All right, Brennan.
Let's hear
I'm
'em out.
allowed to have an opinion here.
Yeah.
Yes, the show's pretty dog shit.
Uh-huh.
But I
Oh,
have to admit that the first season and the first time they're in Alfheim and then Gun Gale had some pretty fucking cool moments.
I would say first season. Oh, I don't.
I feel okay. Aincrad is really good. I like Aincrad, but like
Yeah.
Alfheim is I don't know. It's
I
kind of,
hate Alfheim. Also, borderline like rape stuff going on there.
Oh,
Yeah,
in fact, the
That
games
fucking
imply-
shit sucked.
the
Gun
games
Gale was just lame.
what? So
Gun Gale had some cool moments.
Like,
I think
I mean, I do want to be sympathetic to you, Brennan.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm okay with
Yeah.
putting it in fucking F tier.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I feel like if we're gonna put anything in F, it has to be Soda.
No.
damn.
I'm just also gonna be devil's advocate and admit that
Oh,
I enjoyed the first season.
Mhm.
I personally enjoyed some of the scenes from Gun Gale. I thought that especially the fight, spoilers, especially the fight he had in the end of Gun Gale when he fights Death Gun,
The laughing coffee guy or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. So does it have some good moments? And especially that I don't care what anyone says. I will forever love the fucking scene in the first season when he first shows off wield. That scene's fucking.
Whoa.
I thought that was kind of badass.
I hated that scene.
What?
This is like
That scene made me piss me off. I was like, this is lame. Okay, but here, let me, give you a little bit of my love for Sword Art Online. Is the potential was so wasted. This is one of the coolest potentials ever, at least for me. One of the dude, you know how many times I've dreamed of actually like putting on this headset and actually being able to like do shit in a game? Like that sounds so cool. And being trapped inside of it, that sounds so cool. The storyline could have went so well, but it just turned out to be a dating simulator. That's all it turned out to be, was a fucking dating simulator. Even though he has a girlfriend, he gets the girlfriend, he gets the main heroine, and it still turns into a dating simulator.
The girl and with his sister.
It still is a dating simulator. Like they're like, okay, he got a girlfriend, so what are we gonna do? Introduce another romance option that is his sister.
But Quinton, you love romance. Quinton, you love romance. Wait a minute, his sister.
Shut the fuck up.
Hold on.
I like how Antonio was finally like, wait.
I was kind of like, I spaced out for a minute. What?
But Antonio, they're not blood related. They're only yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes it okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Stupid. It's F. I can't put it anywhere else. It's F.
If there was gonna be any,
I
feel like the funny thing is that throughout this whole list, I feel like you guys have been a lot more like on the same page about a lot of these, right? If anyone had to be the most divisive one, it had to be this one. Or not even divisive, but just like
no redeeming it.
the most like I don't know. There's the most
Quinton is right. They had so much potential, and like I said, I will still be a little bit of a devil's advocate and say that I did love season 1, or when they're in like the first thing, and I also will still be devil's advocate. I actually enjoyed the gun gale arc, but that's just me. I just liked it, but they focused too much, and I don't know if you guys have. I think Quinton may have said he had, but fucking the section of the anime when they return from Gungale and go back into Alfheim,
they go to
was some of the most stupidest fucking thing in the world.
Yeah, no, that's why I stopped watching.
It was terrible. It was terrible. Like I said, I'm not saying it should be. It belongs in fucking F, but it had its moments, and it will forever be one of my childhood animes. But holy fuck, they failed with this one.
Yeah, I can't. I can't. Like, I can only give my thoughts with hearsay. I can't even really give my thoughts, but like, I will say like I can't judge really any of these until I've seen them for myself. So maybe Sword Art Online, maybe I'm gonna have to judge that for myself someday.
Antonio, if you watch Sword Art Online and you fucking say you love anything past first season and maybe Gungale, I'm gonna smack you.
Yeah, also, dude, the script writing is also bad too. Like in the first episode, he's like he's a beta tester, so they're calling him a cheater because he was a beta tester for the show. And he's like, a beta tester and a cheater. I'm a beater. I like that name. And then he puts on his edgy black cape and he's like, I like that name, beater. And then he walks off because he's so cool. And then
solo player.
I think
I'm gonna punch a hole through my monitor.
It's just cool.
Dude, I'm gonna punch a hole through my monitor if I see another fucking.
I think you're being super hateful, dude. The dual wield, isn't that where he got?
It was so cool. He was like, dual wielding. Oh my god.
Wait, so I'm trying to remember. Did he get the dual wielding from being the beta tester? Or
no. Dual wielding was awarded. I hate this. Dual wielding was awarded to the fastest player in the game. So whoever's the fastest player in the game got awarded dual wielding. So he's like, look at the dual wielding. Start a stream.
Of course, it was the main protagonist who got the dual wielding.
Wow. Start on Online, man. Well, one of them had to be an F tier. So
yeah,
we finally filled that quota.
It was edgy too.
It hurts. It hurts me to put it in F because I think the story could have been so good, and there's so many parts I love, but why?
Yeah,
Brennen, you know in your heart how you feel, and that's what matters. You know what I mean? This list is not the definitive anime tier list.
No, this is the fucking definitive.
I might name the video the definitive anime tier list, but that doesn't mean anything. Okay.
Well, Brennan, I think some nice salt in the wound will be the next anime we rate.
Maybe. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. So the next
I don't
one.
know. I don't know. This might take you by surprise. My opinion for this shit.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah. So we're in the final three. We got Tokyo Ghoul is next.
I hate it.
It's got a really iconic opening.
I think
Oh shit.
hot take. I think it's worse than I think it's worse than Gamers.
Oh, shit.
I would
don't know
much
if I
rather watch
agree with
Gamers.
that. Like, it's not like perfect, but like I did enjoy my time with it.
I didn't.
Like it's like it is super.
Brennan,
super edgy.
You give the plot synopsis.
So-
in a world with flesh-eating monsters called ghouls, when the main character gets in an accident with a ghoul, they don't know the girl's a ghoul, so he gets her body parts and becomes half human, half ghoul.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So-
Well. So edgy.
It is very edgy. Quinton, you shut up. That is one of the best fucking intros ever.
I do like the opening. I can
The
sing
opening's good. It's just every time I hear it, it's like
Well,
a
it's like
wave of aura.
it's the most known, so it's like the most
Yeah.
memed upon.
It's a good opening, but it's just like it's just like I can feel like it radiates just edge and just emo.
I do like some of the themes that it was going for. Like I like the aspect of like him like becoming a monster and like him like quarreling with himself. It was like he doesn't want to be the monster, but he kind of has to in order to live. But like who eats like or who takes blood and shit or whatever the fuck it was. But I think that I like the concept. It's just it's I mean you can't really help it. It's just really edgy.
Okay.
I think the second season ruined it. First season, I was just waiting for it to get better, but it never ended up getting better, in my opinion. It was really edgy, and it didn't need to be, in my opinion.
The final
I don't
episode of season 1 was something else though. It's like I think it was legit just like torture for most of it. So yeah, it's fucking bad. Not bad, but like very. It is pretty. It made like 8th grade me like cringe from how
shit.
gory.
Yeah,
it was.
they ripped off his fingernails and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty
it
bad.
was fucking graphic. So
Well, Brennan, you must like it to some extent to have posters of
I
it.
think
I like the original. I like the first the original just Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah.
They came out with like Tokyo Ghoul RE and Tokyo Ghoul Squared, and those suck. Those suck so fucking much. But like I honestly loved the original Tokyo Ghoul. That is legit why I had. This is not just like, oh look, a poster. He has a poster. I have it because I liked the original first Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah.
And like one of my favorite scenes, and I don't care, call me cringe or like whatever the fuck you want to say, but like that fucking scene, spoilers, when he finally accepts like the ghoul side of him and his hair turns to white for the first time and he kicks the shit out of fucking Jason. And then the intro starts playing. I don't care if that was cliche or cringy as fuck. It was fucking badass.
dude, I thought so too. So
And
I did think it was cool.
The original Tokyo Ghoul I actually enjoyed. I understand that it is not the most. It is a very common anime. It is a very known anime, but I also know that everyone does not like it, and it is one of the animes where sadly I cannot blame people for not liking it, just because I know that there's things people are not going to like about it.
Well, given that, where would you put it, like for yourself?
Personally, if I'm thinking original Tokyo Ghoul, not the new ones, even the original had its problem. For me, I liked it. I liked it more than pretty much every. I liked it more than it would be like high B,
Okay. Then
But-
given all of it, does that change your ranking?
Giving all of it would put a low C, sadly, because RE and Squared just did a lot of damage to me and my fondness for the show. I never finished it because I did not like where it went.
Okay, that does seem about where Quinton and Skylar are saying too.
If we're judging it based off the first season, I would absolutely be fine with the B. I enjoyed it. It's good. Especially the moment that Brendan described. It's perfect. It's fine.
We got to find a we got to base it off of the whole show though. I think overall, you know.
That is the more fair. But so I guess.
Low C.
Yeah, I did. If we're basing it off of that, I would still agree with Brennan. Just low C.
Quinton, you have any objections?
I have no objections. I just know in my soul, I hate it. It's D.
All right. Well,
I'd rather watch it. I would rather watch Gamers.
You'd rather watch Gamers?
Okay, so
there's something encapsulating about Gamers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. At least Gamers, I feel like I can relate to it. You know?
Yeah.
Whereas Tokyo Ghoul, I'm not a cannibal. How could I relate to being a cannibal? You know?
I don't know, man. It's pretty relatable. Okay.
I don't really think it's about being relating to the cannibal aspect. It's just being empathetic towards a character who's just very because he didn't really choose to be this way. So it's just kind of.
How I'm. That was me relating to Gamers with a joke. I don't know. Edginess is kind of a hard turn off for me. It's a very hard turn off. I really don't like edginess.
You know, I feel like the word edginess, it's kind of hard to sort of use that in a sort of an argument because I feel like, edginess to one person is cool to another person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. For me, it's a turn off.
Right.
Whereas for some people, that's probably why they'd rate it higher. I just think that's kind of the whole show is kind of just the emotional darkness of the setting.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, if you're not really into that, well, and I mean, I feel like I could be wrong, but it seems like given how much you like One Piece, I feel like One Piece is such a contrast to that sort of vibe. So that, I feel like it's very much more upbeat and colorful. That's the impression I get, but I could be wrong.
Sure. I also think every there does need to be darker moments in a show, but if it's the whole thing, it's I don't know. If it's all dark, then where's the light? Everything's there always got to be a light at the end of the tunnel. But for me, it just felt like it was getting darker, and I just didn't watch enough of it. Maybe.
Sure, fair. Well, we'll keep it there for the sake of just make it as many people happy. But we have two more. Your Lie in April is next. I have not heard of this one at all.
I've heard. Oh, sorry.
No. You go, Skylar.
I was just gonna say I have not watched it, but I really want to. This is next up on my list. So.
Is this a movie or a?
It's a show.
Oh, okay. Wait, Brennan, are you trying to show us something?
I have a Your Lie in April poster.
Yeah, he watches Your Lie in April.
Oh, really?
I was supposed to watch.
There you go. Yeah.
I was supposed to watch this anime with Skylar, but I ended up just watching it myself because he took too long.
Okay.
Really good. I love it. It made me cry. I hate sad endings, but I guess not sad endings. I hate sad things. When things get emotional, it makes me emotional. I don't like sad things.
Right.
But it's so good. It's so good.
But I feel like that does show a lot of the, the impactfulness of a show if it's able to make you have that sort of emotion, right?
Oh yeah, I say I hate it, but it doesn't. I guess it doesn't lessen it for me if it makes sense.
You hate the feeling that you get, right?
Yeah, I hate feeling sad, but it was so justifiable in Your Lie in April.
Yeah,
it's so good.
What would you say is a rating?
I'd give it S or high A.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Brennan's
I love you, buddy. You put that fucker in S tier right now. You put that fucker in S tier right now.
We'll put it in S tier. Okay.
I find that pieces of media that can actually make me sad I like them much more than being happy. I like things that emotionally sway me. I like it when things can make me angry.
It's impressive.
Sad, happy.
Yeah, especially when you're given, it's entertainment, it's media, it's fictional, right? But if you're able to like feel that sort of emotion, I feel like that's very like I have a lot of admiration for that. In anything.
Quinton, this is the challenge though. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Which one is the more sadder and is higher? Your Silent Voice or Your Lie in April?
I think I think I think Your Lie in April is much, 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 much sadder. But I love Silent Voice way more.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, that's fair. I think we'll keep this. We'll keep this order. All right. We have one more, and it is Your Name.
And I have very sadly, not seen this movie.
You haven't seen Your Name?
What? It is so good, dude. It's like only like an hour and a half. Just watch it. Just literally go turn it on after this. Like, please.
Where can I? Do you guys know where I can watch it?
I think it's on. Oh no, it's not on Netflix anymore. I don't know where you can watch it.
Damn, it was received very well.
It's so good.
It is so
I've heard amazing things about it.
It is so beautiful. Like the animation is absolutely top tier, even for 2016, dude. It's still like looking back, it's still
the entire aesthetic of the movie is so pretty. The song in it is just like it takes you places. It's so good. Damn. I love Your Name.
I guess we didn't really we didn't do a plot synopsis for Your Lie in April or Your Name. I don't know if you want to kind of give a quick one.
Quick one for Your Lie in April. Main character is a musician, but due to abuse from his mother, he can't play anymore, and a girl helps him find his love for music again, but due to sad situation, things do not go as planned.
Okay. Yeah. Damn, yeah, that does sound sad. Okay. And then so what is Your Name?
Okay. So through the power of body swapping, these characters travel through time to get to know each other and eventually learn more about each other, and that's how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so hard to talk about it without getting like deep into it. But
I was about to say the meaning of the name of the movie, but I don't know if I should say that.
It is on Crunchyroll, Brennan. Like, you should please watch it. It is so good.
So good.
I
think it's better than Your Lie in April. It's easily S.
Damn. I think it's better than A Silent Voice, in my opinion.
I don't think it's better than A Silent Voice.
Really? Like, why? I mean,
I think you need to rewatch it because
I did rewatch it when I was in Seattle, but
oh really? Okay.
It was.
Okay. I think music-wise better. Character-wise, I think Silent Voice has better characters.
I mean, I will say that Silent Voice did make me feel like a lot, or I felt a lot with Your Name, but I felt a lot more with Silent Voice. So,
just the moments in A Silent Voice were so like, they like there's so many moments that made your heart sink. Where Your Name it was a lot more mellow.
It's so good.
I think I think you think the moment I'm talking about. We were watching Silent Voice together, Skylar. There's that moment that I knew what was happening, and it was scary.
Oh, are you talking about the fucking the firework?
Yes,
yeah,
the festival thing. Oh my god,
dude,
it made my heart sink,
dude.
It is.
I was like.
The sound design, like the way they shot it, it's just so intense. Like
I know, and the foreshadowing, they foreshadowed it so much, and you're just like, wait, what's happening here? Like, no. They showed you exactly what you wanted to see, or like exactly what they wanted to show you. Like they took their time with it, and you're like, please. Oh my god, it was. Oh, my heart sank.
It's so good.
We finally made through all of them.
Yeah, or was that? We'll keep it there then. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, this is the list, guys.
I think this is the longest chit chat episode. In
I was gonna say I don't think luckily this didn't take that long, so I'm really glad.
2 hours. I think this
It was-
is
we
2
were pretty
hours
brief.
and 20 minutes. I think this is 2 hours and 20 minutes. I shit
Really?
you not.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. You know,
it
you're
gives us
probably
time
right.
when we start talking about Sword Art Online, bro. So it's
I'm just-
this would be the longest one.
I'm just glad. I'm actually pretty okay with this list. I mean, of course, we all have our own opinions that are going to change. That would change some things for us personally, you know. But the three that I'm very happy that we all just instantly agreed with was Silent Voice and Your Line, April and S, and Sword Art Online and F.
Yeah, you know what? And let this be.
It was
What's up?
Oh, I was gonna say it was a really good start. Like we were all agreeing with the very the very beginning, and then it seemed like the late. I don't like. It's funny because this was alphabetical, so I don't think you planned on this, Antonio. But it seemed like the later we got in, the more like controversial the animes got.
No, that's literally no. I did not plan it. It was literally just alphabetical.
No, that's funny too.
But it just happened to work out well.
That worked pretty well.
It did. Yeah,
It just
there was a
all
build
just
up.
caused mayhem.
Yeah, for sure. All right, yeah, I'm happy about this. Thank you guys so much for being here and giving your thoughts about anime and the very.
And if you've made it this far in the video, make sure to comment. You're all fucking weebs down below.
Yeah. Skylar.
And if you haven't made it this far in this video, then you won't know that the secret password is pickle purple butt face, and you won't get access to the knowledge of the universe.
Yeah, I was gonna say you won't get access to my secret OnlyFans member only videos. No, oh god damn it. Okay, no. Brennen, Quinton, thank you for being here. Skylar, thank you for doing this for your first episode. You did great. It was great to have you.
This was, even though this is the longest video, I think this might be like one of my favorite chit chats.
Yeah, this was a banger. Yeah, and what's up, Skylar?
I did have a lot of fun. I was a bit camera shy at first. I will say that. But.
That's fair. That's fair. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, you did. You were a natural. You were a natural. So yeah, unlike Brennen and Quinton. They were kind of awkward. They were like, I don't know what to do.
I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid.
No. Thank you guys. We will see you guys on the next episode of Chit Chats.
Yep.
Peace.
And as always,
brother fist.
Brother fist.
What?